President Uhuru Kenyatta has hailed the collaborative efforts by countries around the world in managing the COVID-19 pandemic. Speaking during the 75th World Health Assembly in Geneva, Switzerland, the head of state also commended health workers for going against all odds to mitigate the spread of the deadly virus. President Kenyatta has called for further investments in innovations for dealing with neglected tropical diseases such as malaria. President Uhuru Kenyatta joined other global leaders at the World Health Complex in Geneva, Switzerland for the 75th World Health Assembly. It was here that the head of state commended the collaborative efforts by countries around the world and the World Health Organization in managing the COVID-19 pandemic.
In this year, commemorating the healthcare workforce, I would be remiss not to mention the dedication and commitment of all our health and other essential workers throughout this crisis. Throughout this pandemic, WHO has been instrumental in galvanizing the actions of governments, scientists, development partners, and the public in taking actions that were needed to contain the transmission of COVID-19.
President Kenyatta also pointing out that the pandemic has necessitated the emergence of several local manufacturers of health products and technology, calling for strategies to be put in place to ensure their sustainability.
The pandemic, however, also exposed the over-dependence of developing countries to external markets, thereby hampering efforts to ramp up production of the necessary health products as well as technologies. To support the sustainability of new manufacturing initiatives, all stakeholders must come together to address the financing, coordinated technology transfer, including affirmative action, as well as market access for locally manufactured products.
He further advocated for a change of strategy in combating neglected tropical diseases such as malaria.
In 2020, there was a rise in the global burden of malaria, with an estimated 627,000 deaths and 241 million new cases of the disease. No single tool that is available today will resolve the problem of malaria. I therefore call for greater investments in innovations for malaria, TB, HIV, and other neglected tropical diseases.
This year's session is the first in-person health assembly since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic and is being held under the theme Health for Peace, Peace for Health.